Hey everybody, Patrick Manchester with Manchester Properties. Haven't done a market update in a while. Really, there hasn't really been a reason to. If you've been watching the videos or paying attention, you know that nothing's really changed from like the middle of 2020 up until very recently. It's just been this insanely friendly uh, seller's market where buyers have been paying above appraised value. They've been waiving their inspections. There's been super low inventory and these crazy bidding wars. And now that's kind of changed, so there is a good reason to send a market update. So to kind of provide some context, over the last couple of years, like I said, starting in like the middle of 2020, our inventory here in El Paso County, and the metric that I use is active existing single family homes. So that number, just depending on when you check it, depending on what day it is, that's been anywhere from like 150 active existing single family homes on the market to like 350. And that's that's not a lot. That hasn't been enough to satisfy the demand of the number of buyers in our market. So what you've been seeing is our level of inventory being measured in days, meaning if you shut the MLS off and you don't allow any new listings, the available inventory would be absorbed in like 10, 12, 15, 17 days. And what that means is that it's very friendly for anybody with a home to sell. Just by virtue of being available, you had a ton of leverage just because there wasn't much else out there. So now, starting in like May and June and July, the number of active, available, existing single family homes on the market in El Paso County has gone to like 700, 1,000, and as of today, we're at like 1,700 houses on the market. When you look at the number of sales from August, that gives us right about 2 months worth of inventory. So for even more context, if you go back into like the worst days of our market, like in winter of 2008 and January and February of 2009, we had 10 and 11 months worth of inventory, meaning it was incredibly buyer friendly. Prices were tanking. People were buying houses. I was out there buying houses for 50 cents on the dollar because you couldn't give away a house. So that was 10 and 11 months worth of inventory. As of right now, we're at about 2. So I know a lot of the news out there and a lot of some of these newer agents are kind of presenting this as doom and gloom, like the sky is falling. And it's not. I think a lot of this change has been healthy for our market. We need a little bit more balance, but prices are not going to start falling until we see 5 or 6 months worth of inventory. We very well could head there. We're just not there yet. So as of now, prices are going to continue to rise, just not at a 19-20% year over year rate. They might rise at 5%, they might rise at 10%, somewhere in between. But if that inventory number keeps rising, the rate of increase is going to slow down. So what this means, if you're looking at buying a home in the next 6 months to a year, there's more opportunities to get more favorable purchase terms. So homes that are still presented well, that are priced correctly or even slightly lower than they need to be, you're still seeing bidding wars on those homes, and that usually comes in the first week on the market. But if you're looking to buy, and we're targeting houses that have been on the market for over a week or even over 2 weeks, we can get more favorable terms. We can come in under ask. We can get sellers to fix things during inspections. We can negotiate with a low appraisal, things that we haven't been able to do over the last couple of years. If you look at our market now, the number of houses that have been on the market for over 60 days, there's a ton of them, and a lot of those are even under 500,000, which again, over the last couple of years has been kind of unheard of. So it is a much more favorable time to purchase a home. The prices are still pretty high, and they're going to continue to rise until we see, like I said, 5 or 6 months or more worth of inventory. What this means for sellers, if you're looking at selling a home in the next 6 months to a year, we can't just put it on the market and expect a bidding war no matter what. We do want to have it cleaned. We do want to have it possibly professionally staged. And we, more than ever, over the last couple of years, we need to have it priced right. Otherwise, we end up sitting for 60, 90, 100 days if we don't do those things. So I think some of these changes are healthy for the market. It's balancing out. It's still skewed pretty heavily in favor of sellers, but with some intelligent shopping and some intelligent selling, it is still possible to get a good deal depending on which side of the equation that you're on. So if you have any questions, if you are looking to buy or sell a home in the next couple of months, either here in El Paso County or even Denver, give me a call, 719-338-3203, and we can kind of talk about what your goals are and what the best way to achieve those goals would be. So I've been doing this for 13 years now. I saw the beginning of 2009 and kind of how brutal that was, and I know how to sell homes in a market like that. And I think we're starting, I'm not saying we're going to get to 2008 or 2009, but if we do, it's important to work with someone that knows what they're doing and has seen a market like that. So thank you for watching the update. I hope you're doing well, and feel free to reach out with any questions. Thank you so much.